My name's Andy Johnson. I'm founder and head of client strategy over at Hut3. We're a B2B agency fundamentally specialised in ABM and demand generation. We first came to some of the B2B events some years back, but I think what brought us back to B2B events post-COVID, particularly the Ignite event, was I think the increase that we were seeing in intent marketing and intent modelling. So that was a specific challenge that we wanted to basically find out a little bit more about in terms of how our potential customers were engaging on that particular subject. So we came along to Ignite to specifically find out about that. And then we were completely inspired by that particular event to not only come to more events, but actually to start talking at some of the events as well. I think the best metrics I can probably give you in terms of to show you the results of being involved in the B2B events. If I look at the year previous where we weren't involved, our business development strategy was intent to try and land 4 new business opportunities of a certain size. Okay, we landed 3 in that year. So since doing the B2B events, in this last 12 months, we've landed 22 opportunities. So that gives you some idea. The biggest aspect of being involved in the B2B events has been networking with peers. And I think that's probably helpful on a number of levels. So firstly, it helps us to really understand as an agency how to build our proposition, not because what we want to necessarily be going to market with, but actually at the very fundamental core of what our customer base are trying to achieve with overcoming some of the challenges that they've got. So I would say that part of it has been instrumental, but also then keeping us very much at the forefront of everything that's on the peripheral of that as well. So not only to help us to understand exactly what their challenges are now, but also to understand what some of the solutions might be, not only in the next 6 or 12 months, but actually going past that as well. So, you know, our roadmap of how we're developing our agency proposition is much more crafted than ever before. I think being involved in the B2B events is brilliant for prospecting for long term, probably better than short term. One, there's a huge amount of credibility that it brings to our existing customer base by simply being relevant, by the networking with peer-to-peer networking that I've mentioned. But also too, I think by inviting some of those customers into that environment as our guests, which we can do, I think really shows a lot of credibility. And ultimately what it does do is it educates our customers in a non-sales environment that allows us to then basically be there when they make the decisions that actually that does form part of their strategy. I'd absolutely partner with B2B for their events in the future. I think we've already signed up to the next 12 months events with that intention. It's become a fundamental integral part of our business development strategy.